So is it actually possible to trick yourself into saving money? We all know the, automate your savings, wait 24 hours, convert what you're spending into hours of your life. But do those actually work? Today, I wanted to share with you some tips from my Instagram community that real life people are using to trick themselves into saving money. Over the years, we all learn tricks to saving money, but can we actually trick ourselves into saving money? And that is a question that I asked over on my Instagram community, which, by the way, if you're not following me on there, go do it right now. And I got hundreds of answers to this question. And so I thought I would share some of them with you and talk about the ones that I have tried that have actually worked. So we all know about automating our savings, having it taken out directly when it's deposited. But one commenter said that I auto deduct from checking directly into a different account at a different bank. And I thought this was so great because she said that this bank isn't linked to her everyday debit card. And so she's not tempted to move that money from savings into checking just to spend it. Another person said that I canceled my Amazon. If I truly need something, I have to make time to physically go to the store. Now, this one's not going to work for me. One, because I really don't like being around people at the store. Like, have y'all ever left your house before? Why are you so slow in the self-checkout? Swipe your card and let's go. Pay on the app and let's go. I did recently cancel my Amazon, and I have found that I am less likely to just pick up my phone and purchase something when I think of it, and I actually have to wait. So I'll put it in the cart and wait until I have several things that I need to purchase, and so it has really cut down on my impulse spending. This may be one of my favorites. She says, treat it as a game. Can I plan a fun day without spending money? 2 days in a row, 3, how many days can I go? And I absolutely love this. This is something I do during the summer. How much fun can we have on $0 today? And yes, it's going to take up groceries that we already bought and gas that we already paid for, but we're going to go on a walk and take a picnic, or there's this alligator boardwalk. We can go and see alligators swimming under the little boardwalk. Or we're going to go to the park in the splash pad, or make a movie night in our living room. Like, what can we do with what we already have, and how much fun can we stretch out of this? Bring a drink and a snack with me so I don't buy those when I'm running errands. Because I don't know about you, but I feel like I need to treat myself to a little $7 drink every time I run errands. And so one of the things that I've done is just make those drinks at home and take them with me. And my purse is always filled with snacks for my kids. I busy myself with a hobby, sewing, walks, and not keeping cards on me, just enough cash for errands. I actually think this is great. I don't like carrying cash, but if you are a cash carrier, this one will definitely work for you. For online shopping, I put all my stuff in the cart and wait 3 days. 99% of the time, I forget about it. Same. Another tip that I got a lot, and this is something that really helps with those of us who struggle with online shopping, is to move from your cart to save for later, and then most of the time you end up forgetting about it. And I went through my save for later cart recently, and there were so many things that I thought, when did I want that? Why did I think I needed it? This is one of my favorite tips, and that is seeing if I can find thrifted first. I love to thrift first. I was at the thrift store yesterday to buy 2 big cork boards for my kids, and I just keep a running list on my phone of things that I want to thrift for later. Making a game called how many meals can I make on things that I already have at home? And I feel like I would win this prize if there was actually a game. I'm really good at putting random meals together, and I've taken stuff to friends and they ask, like, can I have the recipe of that creamy tortellini soup you gave me? No, because I just threw stuff in a pot and hoped for the best. I know that homemade chicken broth and garlic are gonna make everything taste amazing. Sorry. I hate to cook, but I know how to cook. It's a problem. Somebody said, I think I got this from you. I unsaved my cards from Apple Pay and Amazon. And I got this from 100 other people. But yes, taking off that click once to pay slows you down. You got to get up, find the card, put that 3-digit number in. And if I have to get up and leave my bed and my 4 blankets that I have piled on top of myself to go find my card to put in the little 3-digit number, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to buy it. I don't need it. I can live without it. I'm not moving. Netflix is on. Moved to a tiny town in the middle of nowhere. That's what I needed. Same. I moved to a tiny house in a tiny town in the middle of nowhere, and I have to drive 30 minutes to buy things. So impulse, like, let's run to Target, let's run to a Chick-fil-A, let's run to a Starbucks. That's not a thing for me. I roll my pay raises, I get right into my 401k, and I'm living on the same budget since 2020. I think that's great. I wish I could get 2020 grocery prices. My utilities and groceries have gone up. So I don't know if that would work for me. I love this one. Taking intentional care of things I already have versus shopping when I'm dissatisfied. Debt-Free Mom talks about how care creates contentment care creates contentment. And just caring for what we have in our homes already really does help us see the beauty and the value in them rather than going out and buying new things. Weekly cash withdrawal. I don't like seeing it leave my wallet. And that's actually a thing. You know, we have an emotional attachment to objects. And so when money leaves our wallet, we feel the pain of that more than when we swipe a debit card. This one may be my absolute favorite. Remember that time we ate out and you got diarrhea and threw up and you wish you ate at home? Mental trade-offs. Shop my pantry and cook and thrift means traveling, shows, and adventures. It's a gift. That is my philosophy. Yes, I am trading off getting to do this fun and exciting thing right now so that I can go do something extra fun and extra exciting that I'm looking forward to in the future. Staying at home and enjoying what I have in my four walls. Games, full fridge, and pantry. We call this enjoying our mortgage. We're staying home this weekend and enjoying our mortgage and the streaming services that we pay for and the food in our fridge. And it's a beautiful life. And I realize how fortunate we are to live it. This is one of my absolute favorites. She says she paid off her car and then continued to act like she was making those payments and put them into savings. That is going to grow so fast. And that is what kind of the snowball method is. Really, and the avalanche method, you take you're making minimum payments either on your highest interest debt or your smallest debt, and then you're making minimum payments on everything, and then you're putting a little extra towards one debt, and when you get that paid off, you take that extra plus that minimum payment and you put it towards the next debt. Well, if you have no debts, you're taking those minimum and extra payments and you're just putting them in savings and applying them to, she says, her future car purchase, but it could be a vacation fund, a house fund to pay off your mortgage, your 401k, anything, because it's your money and you get to spend it how you want. It's your money and you get to spend it how you want. Okay, pick a tip, try it for a week, see if it works for you. Come back and let me know. Also, what tips would you add? Leave me a comment below and tell me. Thank you for being here. I would love it if you're new, if you want to subscribe to this channel and join our community. I am all about helping moms who are on a tight budget and a tight schedule learn to save time and money, and I would love for you to be a part of that community. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you soon.